Yeah, Gizelle, where's Sherman? Oh my God, where's Sherman? Where is he? Oh my God, is he up under here? Where is he? Oh my God, I don't see Sherman anywhere. That damn Ashley and them damn Bravo messy ass producers know they were dead to rights wrong, messing with my soror on her birthday with a broken heart and no man. What is up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss Sophia the Diva. I'm back here again for another review of Real Housewives of Potomac. We are in season 3, episode 10. RSVP, please. And there were a few people that were not RSVPing or relying on Siri to do it for them. Or was Siri doing your taxes too? That damn Robyn. Anywho, let's just jump right into it. When we open up the episode, let's talk about Monique. Monique is having family time. Her mother is in town visiting from Florida. Her mama looked good, okay? Monique's mom looks really good. They're going dress shopping for this event that Monique is a part of, that she will be presenting in, which is also the same night as, or the same day as Robyn's event, She Empowered. While dress shopping, her friend Gigi comes along as well. So her mom and Gigi, they're shopping, and what I found interesting is that she drinking champagne again, but you don't want nobody to say you got a drinking problem. Girl, I would not be drinking in public after that. I was laughing when she said, oh my God, let me not spill nothing on this $4,000 gown. I was like, you haven't been in Neiman Marcus yet, have you, girl? But that's Monique. She loves to call out prices and let you know how much something is. You know, she ain't never had it like that until she got with Chris. So that's what she does. She's nouveau riche. We talk about this every episode, and by now we should all be used to it. That's just the Monique way. God bless her. Another thing that came up, I had an alert come up on my YouTube. Someone did a vlog about people saying that it looks like Monique has bleached her skin, and Monique has proffered 2 different scenarios of the fact that she often travels a lot to warm tropical places, and when she came on in season 2 she had a tan from Aruba, and now it appears as if she's lighter, and I noticed that too, but I just assumed maybe it was the makeup and the lighting myself. I don't know if that's what she's doing, but she claims that that's not what she is doing. I will give it to you. Monique is very pretty, but she got a lot of growing to do in the arena of how to maneuver and not just talk money. Also in this episode, there are couples dates. And one of those couples dates was comprised of, surprisingly, Monique and Chris go out with Ashley and her husband. I was like, girl, and Monique could not bowl to save her life. She couldn't bowl her way out of a hostage crisis. If they told her if you could just hit one pin, it wouldn't matter. All her balls were damn near gutter. Chris, I'm just going to have to win this on my own. So there is conversation about, so Michael, when are you and Ashley going to start putting buns in the oven? Let me tell y'all something. I honestly hate and cringe when people ask those questions, because I'm like, you don't know what they already been through. Although in this scenario, yeah, but for others, I'm just like, maybe you shouldn't ask that. But either way, if you notice, Michael's kind of circular about having kids. He can't give her a definitive yes or no. It's always something. Honestly, I think that Michael is just avoiding trying to have children in the conversation altogether, because he has grown kids that are older, if not the same age damn near as Ashley. So I think that's why Michael really just is not interested in having children with her. But on this couple's date, season 1, it was Ashley. Season 3, it's going to be, I guess, Monique using Google to get herself in trouble. So there's still all this mystery surrounding what happened to Sherman. Why is Gizelle being so low-key about Sherman? Monique, I think in some kind of way she found out that Sherman back in the day got arrested for partaking in being a John for the night to a lady of the night. He picked up a vamp and paid for services and got busted in the park. And I was like, well, I guess if it's Googleable, is it really gossip? But either way, Monique don't like for people to be telling her business like that, but yet still now here you are putting some of Sherman / Gizelle's business out in the street. How does that make you look? Low class. So they done kiki giggle about that. At the top of the episode, Ashley's a little stressed out, so she's going to go in and get her some namaste in with a little bit of yoga. Feel her flow, okay? Because it is prenup renewal time. I find this very interesting that she's extending this prenup. But one of the things I found interesting and very telling, she was like, well, I'm going to extend it as a show of good faith to Michael, so he just won't think that I'm just in a relationship for the money. And I'm like, girl, you can extend it another 3 years, but then what happens at the end of that? You could still up and leave him in 5. I mean, after the 5-year terms are up. So I'm trying to figure out if Michael, yes, he's a shrewd businessman or whatever, but he's the one that went after you and put a ring on it. So my thing is, you know how these young girls are, baby, and you are not Hugh Hefner. But during this prenup conversation that they had, it got really intense. And he was like, well, you know how you decided that you weren't going to consult an attorney about it. And I'm thinking to myself, why would you not consult an attorney about the terms of your prenup? I get a show of good faith, but at the same time, you need to protect your interest. So she started going down through reading some of the terms out loud, and that's when Michael said, let me stop you right there. I'm not going to negotiate with you in front of the cameras. We're not going to do that. That's not how I do things. And I was like, of course he's not going to want to negotiate on camera. Who wants to have a record showing what terms he may or may not have agreed to? That's just being smart 101 in business, period. And I did find it cute when she came in the office and he gonna roll on a hoverboard. I said, well, look at Michael being all young and hip and shit, okay? But Ashley, if you had questions about the terms, that's why you go seek legal counsel and have an attorney look at it and tell you, will this be in your best interest in the end? I get that you're only extending it for another 2 years, but okay. And, Michael, I mean, he really was negotiating this with no emotion involved. It's like, this is a business transaction. His marriage to him is a business. And who knows what happened in the first marriage, which is why he's very, very cautious. And she even asked him, have you ever thought that maybe I was in it for the money? Haven't I shown you that I'm not just in it for the money? And in my mind, I was like, girl, shoot, you've been taking care of your friends and family. I don't know, it ain't looking too good. But let's move on from the Dorbis. Gizelle, it is a very special time. This is a special episode for her. It is her birthday time, and she says that she wants to protect her product, her face. So if there's anything new out there, she's going to try it. Now she's doing a bloodletting to be reapplied to the face. The collagen from the blood. I was like, that looked like something from True Blood. I'm good. I don't even like looking at my own blood, and I sure the hell didn't want that on my face. But okay. But shouldn't every Hue Beauty be able to provide all the great things that you need to have fabulous skin like Gizelle? Robyn comes in for emotional support. There's more discussion about the disappearance of Sherman. We learned that it was allegedly the People's article that gave him pause about the relationship. Here is what I find interesting about that, if that is in fact true. When they initially started dating, Sherman came on a reunion. Did he or did he not? He came on reunion for season 2. Then he was with her on FaceTime. he was with her in the vineyard and they going to get busy. So Gizelle says this relationship has been going on for a year and a half. And now all of a sudden he's not communicating with her. Supposedly, there's some other things that's supposed to go on. He doesn't make an appearance at her birthday party, which got on my nerves because Ashley kept asking where was Sherman the whole time. Did Sherman buy that cake for you? Did Sherman do this? And Giselle's like, no, Sherman didn't. So when we find out in the next segment of the couple's date, and I am going to go back and discuss her birthday party and what ensued there. But she goes to Juan and Robyn's. Now somebody on Twitter was like, oh, how Juan has to get one in now. So when she goes to Juan and Robyn's house, it's supposed to be a couple's date. It's supposed to be chili. Juan asking, is the chili going to be vegan? I was like, dude, not everybody is vegan, honey. And somebody on Twitter decided, well, what's wrong with the chili being vegan? If he's vegan, that's what he should eat. I'm just like, let me put it to you this way, sweetie. I'm not vegan. If you are a guest, if I am a guest at your house, I expect you to meet me with my dietary needs just like I would you. Because when people come to my house, if they tell me I can't eat meat, I can't eat fish, I will definitely prepare something else for you. That way you won't miss out on the meal. Or you could do like Portia and let everybody know that, hey, I'm going to have a vegan dinner party. So people will know to expect that. But either way, let me digress. Gizelle shows up, there's no Sherman. Well, wait a minute. When Juan was like, Sherman, you out there? Ain't no Sherman out there. I said, that's cold-blooded. So we get upstairs, and Gizelle starts saying that it's over between her and Sherman. Baby, it ain't over till it's over. So many tears I cry to keep our love alive. Baby, it ain't over till it's over. It is so over. First New Edition breakup, and now this. I guess we kind of knew all along we would just become Bobby, Ronnie, Ricky, and Mike. Either way, Gizelle announces that it's over because Sherman does not seem to want to put in the work and the heavy lifting. He initially said that he was willing to go to counseling, but then he said that he thinks that he needs another perspective in deciding whether he even wants to continue to be in this relationship. And then Juan had words of wisdom to impart from the male perspective. He says, well, do you think that maybe you're moving too fast? Gizelle had to concede. Initially, she said no, but then she said, you know what, my mom says I need to learn how to be more patient. Maybe this is a lesson in patience. You're a godly woman. God sometimes puts us in situations where we end up having to be patient. Lord knows I feel as though I'm in one right now. But Juan was trying to tell her, he was like, don't let your pride get in the way. You don't know what he went through after his first marriage or any relationships after that. So, you know, Giselle's kind of like, she had to eat a piece of humble pie because all of that shade and stuff that she threw at Juan with regards to Robyn, now look at you. In the end, Gizelle said, I just want what I give. And unfortunately, that is you'll spend the rest of your life being disappointed when you expect people to give back what you give out. I get it, soror, and I'm so sorry. But people, at the same time, let me tell you what I'm also thinking here. Number one, I think the reason, there are two things going on here. Either Sherman got ghosted because he knew that Bravo was going to onboard his ex-wife as either a cast member or as a friend of the show. Because we see in the previews coming up that Karen is going to invite her to an event, and we even see in other previews coming up that Gizelle has a conversation with Kendall, Sherman's ex-wife. Charisse has known Sherman's ex-wife for years as well. So that's an interesting dynamic there. or they have decided to take their relationship underground and are secretly still seeing each other, but not saying that they're together. Which I kind of would have an issue with that, especially if he suggested it, because then I have to wonder, what are you hiding? So for Gizelle's birthday, everyone comes, everyone's invited except for Candiace. When Robyn asked her at the plastic surgeon or the beauty spa, she goes, "Who's Candiace?" Because, Candiace came for Gizelle. Initially, Gizelle said that she liked Candiace, tried to throw shade on her bejeweled army jacket. That's when Gizelle was like, "Oh no, she will not. She will not." So the birthday party is very nice, but unfortunately, Robyn has a prior engagement, so she can't stay long. It was nice until we learned that Charisse has decided that she is going to go to Monique's event instead of Robyn's event, that they're both conflicting because they're on the same day. And she said that she had already committed to Monique's event before Robyn asked her, or before she even knew anything about Robyn's event. Robyn's feelings are hurt because she feels as though Charisse should have chose to come to her event regardless of whether Monique was first in time. Well, in real property law, we say something about first in time is first in right. And Monique got there first. But Robyn immediately dismissed herself. She probably left earlier than what she wanted to, because I don't think she wanted to be there anymore to face them. Karen says she's going to be there. Meanwhile, the whole time during the party, Ashley keeps asking about Sherman. I'm like, shut the fuck up about Sherman. Gizelle doesn't want to talk about him right now. And then why would he be here anyways? Because it's clearly a girls only party. No one else brought their husbands and companions. Okay, so after Karen had said in this birthday that she was going to be there, Robyn takes time out to meet with Candiace and Karen at a local coffee shop. Karen comes in all cute, and I made the comment that a lot of people like to hate on Karen for how she dresses, but I'm like, honey, if you still got it, flaunt it. She looked good in the face, she looked good in the waist. I don't see a problem with it, but her little outfit was so cute. And Karen has really nice legs, so she can carry it off. So we get here. Candiace is like, I'm definitely going to be there. And Candiace said, because she's really trying to take her hair business up a notch in order to free herself from her mother, or at least to prove to her mother that she can be responsible with business, she thinks that Robyn's event would be a better choice than going to Monique's. And that's probably true. Karen, on the other hand, is like, you know what? I got things mixed up. I tried to get Siri to make a note, and I don't know. And then she told Robyn, it sounds like you and Monique need to get together and put y'all calendars together. And I'm like, how about y'all just have a Facebook group calendar or Google Events calendar where y'all all put your stuff on there? That's what we used to do in law school for the different activities that were going on with the various social groups that we had. And as a matter of fact, hell, we were doing it in corporate America because I headed two of the regional groups that we had for diversity. So yeah, we put our stuff on the calendar so you'll know that we don't have conflicting events. That's a good suggestion, Karen, but you still shady as hell trying to blame Siri for your failure to enter it into your phone. And that's when Robyn once again got shady. I was like, so is Siri the one who did your taxes too? In her confession. So after she learns that Karen is not going to be in attendance at her event, she gets up and runs away once again. Interesting. And then finally, there is Miss Candiace. Candiace was not invited to Gizelle's birthday party because Gizelle says she don't do fake and she doesn't do obligatory invites. And I feel the same way. If I don't like you, I'm not going to invite you, and I'm not going to show up to your stuff, more likely than not. But Candiace was a little hurt that Gizelle didn't invite her. I could tell because she was talking to Chris about, well, today is Gizelle's birthday and I wasn't invited. I was like, honestly, I was surprised that Bravo even let Gizelle get away with that. But I guess since she's going through such a heartbreaking breakup, they just let her have that. Happy birthday. Candiace won't be there, even though we paid for it. But there is a moment when Candiace, her mother is there, and she's talking about how her mother, when she comes, she has her own suite. You know, it's almost like the queen is coming. We have to get everything prepared and the room clean, make sure the maid service has been here. And I'm just like, so y'all roommates with your mother? That's basically what it is. You living in her house, and you have to serve her little treats and snacks to try to coax her into giving a little. I saw that Miss Gertrude, y'all gotta call Candiace Mama Gertrude because she's 7. She was like, how do I look, girl? Is my stomach flat? Like, okay. She was wearing some of her daughter's hair, her investment property, and I was just like, I don't like it. But she was looking at sweets for the business because now Candiace wants to move the hair business to a brick and mortar store. And her mother basically told her, well, if you want to get free of my clutches, you're going to have to show and prove, because a lot of times I give you advice and you simply do not take it. And I do that. I get Candiace wants her mother to be a silent partner, a silent investor. But if you ever really want to get free, you're just going to have to do it yourself and just cut the cord. That's the only way that that's going to happen. If you want to do it yourself, go to a bank and get your own one. Stop using your mom as a bank. Because at some point, you're going to have to show and prove that you can stand on your own. Bottom line. Good luck with that, Candiace. And as far as Sherman and Gizelle go, girl, if a man don't want to work with you, fuck him. Move on. Okay, well, that is going to conclude my discussion for Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 3, Episode 10, RSVP, please. Please let this be a lesson to everyone. Be sure to not get your dates conflicted. Quite frankly, I don't like using electronic calendars. I like paper and pen, so I carry a small calendar with me and handwrite in everything I want. And then I'll plug it into my phone, but at least I know it's in my date book. I'm old school still. You know, and Robyn, don't get upset when people don't come that you've known for years to celebrate you or to be part of your life events. It happens. I can tell you right now, being a stand-up comedian, it was sometimes very disappointing when people would tell me, you know, I don't want to come to your show. I don't want to come. Oh, I can't come to your show because, you know, I've got something else. It's a school night. It's a work night. My car broke. My toe broke. You know, it was just one of those things, and I was okay with that. I mean, people supported me in other ways, and sometimes you just have to roll with the punches and just accept it for what it is. Because people who want to be there will be there to support you, and sometimes strangers are better at supporting you. We see next week that Karen is going to get some get back with y'all, though. You and Gizelle, the green-eyed bandits, okay? Because she was like, she invited Sherman's ex-wife to her charity ball. This is going to be interesting next week. Michael and Ashley are going to have a conversation about children, and I think in one of the more extended videos we saw Michael basically tell her his concern is, well, based on how your mama treated y'all, I'm a little concerned about whether you would be like that with our children. So, yeah, no. But that's all I've got. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel. I appreciate all of you who have subscribed. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I have been Miss Sophia the Diva, and please be sure to RSVP by subscribing to this channel.